Hey, so this is my turret plugin. Well, not just turrets, but the main focus of this plugin is for turrets. So it's a Spigot plugin, and yeah, this is how you get started. So you'll need a dispenser, so just place a dispenser somewhere and make sure that this front face is facing the direction that you want this turret to patrol. Well, it's not a turret yet. Right now it's just a dispenser. Now the way you make a turret is you place down a dispenser and then you need a written book. To get that you need a book in qual. And you write down the names of the entities or the names of the players that you want the turret to target in this book, each on their own line. So you just right click and let's say I wanted to target zombies and cow, wait, not zombies, just zombie. Like the type of each entity should be on each line. So zombie, cow, and phantom, and creeper. Let's just target those mobs. And then you sign the book, call it whatever you want, I don't know, we'll call this some mobs. Okay, so we sign and close. Now we've got a written book. We right click the turret, place the book in there. Okay, now if we shift or sneak left click here, you see you have created a new turret. Ensure that it has arrows to target the entities specified in the written book, right? So after doing that we can take the book out. Now this turret will remember whatever you've written in this book. You don't really need the book anymore for this turret, but you can obviously make as many turrets as you want, or there's actually a limit per player. I've currently set it to 5, but you can change that in the HoodCraft configuration file. You'll find it in the plugins folder. So now the turret is basically ready. Like if you shift left click it, you can change the targeting mode. By default it's whitelist. Whitelist, you shift left click and now it's targeting mode set to all, blacklist, whitelist. So those names you wrote in the book, if the targeting mode is whitelist, then it'll only target the names that target the entities with the names that are written in that book, this book here that we wrote in. If it's blacklist, it'll target everything except for what you wrote in this book. And if it is set to all, then it'll just target everything. Obviously, it's not going to target you, and it'll only target living entities. So, arrows, minecarts, any other entity that's not living isn't going to be a target. So, this thing needs arrows. Oh wait, before I show you that, if you hold shift and you right click, you can see the current stats of the turret. You can see infinity modifier is false, detection range 5.0, arrow launch velocity 0.4, and fire delay 64. These can be changed. These items that I've got here are basically the modifiers. Now we don't really need them yet. For now you can just load this turret up with arrows, so let's put those in there. And let's just summon a mob close here. Right now if you shift right click you can see the detection range is 5, which isn't very far. So let's just summon a cow, and you can see it tries to shoot the cow if it's close enough, and it even calculates the trajectory. Like it's got a really low launch velocity, so it has to shoot higher up. That's all programmed in. Actually does quite a lot of simulations, so you can change the raycasting, parabolic raycasting, like step it to some value that's higher. Right now it's on 0.01. Yeah, I'll just leave that go. Right now it's on 0.01, which is pretty low, but that means that it'll be very accurate. Well, yeah, basically very accurate, and it'll detect blocks that would block the target. But if that has like any performance issues on your server, you might want to set that higher. Just try not to set it above 1.0. Set it to, I'd say the highest you should set it to is about 0.5, but right now it works really well on 0.01. Yeah, so that's the turret with, well, you can see it used some errors here. That's the turret with no modifiers at all. Now, if you don't want to use arrows, you can put a bow in there that has infinity on it. Now, you don't need infinity. Well, you don't need an arrow. You don't need any arrows in here now that you've got the bow. I know infinity works. Well, how infinity usually works is you need at least one arrow, and then you have infinite arrows. But with this, if you put a bow with infinity in here, the turret will get infinity. Oh, and well, let me take that out. You saw in the bottom, every time you change a modifier, it'll alert you down here. Infinity modifier false. Put that in there. Infinity modifier true. Now the turret has it has infinity, so it's not going to need arrows. Let's just summon another cow because that one got away. I'm not going to summon any hostile mobs because they're probably going to kill me. But yeah, let's just so okay. Anyways, so that's the infinity modifier. Now let's make it detect further away. So to do that, you use diamond blocks, which is pretty expensive. But I mean, if you're just starting out in the game, you probably aren't gonna be building turrets that early. And if you do, at least you'll get some kind of turret. Like you could probably put this on your roof or something. Like if it's able to actually hit the target with its like low velocity arrows, then it'll actually fire. But if it won't be able to reach the target, even if it's in detection range, it won't bother to shoot. That's the way I've coded this thing. So diamond blocks are for the detection range. We can max it out 64. So now it won't actually detect that cow over there. This will only detect anything from, well, like if it's at 90 degrees it won't shoot, but if it's anything like between negative 89.9999 all the way to positive 89.999 degrees, basically in that interval from negative 90 to 90 degrees exclusive of both endpoints, like from year to year, it'll detect that. And if it's within the range, obviously. So right now it's got the highest detection range possible. This is also configurable in the config. Now you can see the arrow launch velocity is still really low. So if we summon a cow, again, cow, if it's far away, even though the detection range is maxed out, so that's pretty far, it won't shoot at the cow if it can't reach it. But as you can see, it shoots it when it's like close. Now to make the arrows have a higher velocity, we use nether stars. So I'm not going to max this out because that'll be kind of insane. Let's just give it like 6 nether stars, or let's just try 1, or let's just see how that. Come on, go close. Okay, you know what? Let's put all 6 in there. You can see much better arrow velocity now. But the fire rate's really bad. And it isn't able to hit that cow. Wonder if it can even see it. Let's make this about, yeah, see? 14 nether stars and it can reach that cow. So let's, okay, it's getting dark. Okay, so let's just summon all cows. Okay, it's shooting like really far. If we go even further away, well, it has to be able to see it though. If it's behind blocks and it can't see it, it won't be able to shoot. So let's just put it up there. Ooh, it missed. Okay. So it actually looks at the velocities of the entities it's targeting and predicts where that entity would be by the time the arrow hits it, and the time it takes to actually hit it, it actually simulates the arrow's trajectory, and then takes that to predict where the target is going to be at, and then it kind of like rotates its aim or adjusts its aim so that it's aiming at where it thinks it target would be, and obviously after calculating the angle, so it doesn't just aim for the entity's head. Like it can find what angle it has to shoot at, like if it has to shoot over blocks or whatever. Yeah, so that's fun. And now if we put emeralds, blocks of emeralds in there, that's for the fire rate. So 32. Okay, yeah. Now the fire delay is 32. Right, 32 ticks. So every 32 ticks, it'll be able to shoot another arrow. And if it hasn't shot yet, it's not going to reset the delay. It'll basically be ready to shoot immediately once that delay is up, and if there's nothing in range, then as soon as anything comes in range, it can instantly shoot, and then the delay is reset. So let's just summon a cow again. You can see that it's much faster now, and let's just max out the fire rate, so you can see that's really insane now. And it's just because I don't want to die. So yeah, so that's the modifiers there. If we max this out, this thing's like a sniper rifle, really. Like, let's just show you. You probably, that's really expensive though, so I don't know if you'd really want to put that many nether stars in, if you'd ever get that many. But yep, and I am dead. So that's kind of crazy. So let's quickly just go back there. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? And there it is. So let's take half of those out, and let me just stay in creative mode, actually, much safer. So that's all the modifiers there. Also, if you right click here, you can see you can access its inventory. If other players try to right click here, then it won't allow them. It'll say that they are not the owner and they don't have access to it. However, other players can actually mine your turrets, and once the turret is mined, then it's no longer a turret, it's just a dispenser game. So you'd want to protect your turrets. Yeah, otherwise it'll take all your diamond blocks and nether stars and emeralds. And yeah, let's just test it out on some phantoms. So, oh, also another thing, if the turret doesn't belong to you and you go close to it or jump on it or whatever, it'll push you away, like it'll push you backwards. But right now this turret belongs to me, so that isn't going to happen. But if you're playing with multiple people, then yeah, that'll happen. Let's see. Come on, block. Summon phantom. Let's summon a lot of phantoms, just to see how this thing can deal with them. And let's set it to night. Anyways, so for the target phantoms. Okay, still more. let's see how it can deal with the phantoms with even less, with an even lower so it's pretty good at aiming as well. Let's give it even less, so it really has to do a lot of projections. Insta-kill everything. Well, oh, they're all gone anyways, well, except for that one. Is he gonna come out? He's about to die anyways. Oh well, let's come here maybe, and hopefully I don't get killed. Is it phantom confused? Anyways, yeah, so that's my turret. Oh, yeah. So it's dead. Let me just take these out. Well, yeah, so that's my turret plugin. And also, there is manual bedrock in my plugin, but you can disable that in the config if you don't want that. If you take a diamond pickaxe and it's enchanted with efficiency 5, then you can break the bedrock with it by clicking on it 15 times with that pickaxe. And if you get Salt Touch on there, you can also get the bedrock to drop. Also, let's give myself sticks. Okay, so also there's staffs you can use, like a lightning staff and a doom staff. So you can disable them as well if you want. That's also in the config. So the way these work is you just have to name a stick, like let's use the lightning staff. And XP. I don't know. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, so let's call this lightning staff. It's case sensitive as well. So now we've got a lightning staff. If you left click anywhere, yeah, let's target that. And it takes health as well to use these things. So the lightning staff, you can left click anywhere. It can target entities or blocks. And strike a few times. It's randomized a bit, so the lightning may carry on for like a random amount of time. So that's the lightning staff. You just left click with that. And the doom staff, that's got two, well actually 3 functions. If you left click, it'll launch everything that's close to it upwards, like wherever you aimed. So we don't have anything else. So slash summon cow. Let's use cow. Oh, okay. Let's just set this to blacklist. Now it won't kill any cows or any of the other things that are in the book. Okay. So now if we left click like on the cow with the doom staff. Wait, did I spell it wrong? Oh. There. The cow gets launched upwards and it glows. But if you want to make something not glow anymore, just right click there. And then let's summon another cow. And if you hold shift and right click, hold shift and left click, that's alternative mode, which is just to cobweb your enemies. And I almost died just by using these stars, because they take about 2 hearts every time you use them. So yeah, this slows down your enemies, and if you right click, it'll take away the glow if you get tired of entities walking around and glowing. So yeah, I think that covers everything, and yeah, thanks for watching.